Hey everybody, welcome to Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with the miserable liberal and Ron Placone.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi. Ron Placone on tour in Florida in January. Go to ronplacone.com. So there's this bogus, have you seen this story that's been going around? They did this survey. A new survey finds Kamala Harris has a big support for a presidential run. And it's a new She the People. It's called She the People survey. She the People. I don't know what that is, She the People. But it's a She the People survey. And then, of course, what they don't tell you. So if you read the headline, it says, a new survey finds Kamala Harris has big support for a presidential run from top Democratic women of color. Well, another way to say that is party insiders who are of color. Not actually people of color. People of color love Bernie and not crazy about Kamala Harris. But the women of color inside the party love Kamala Harris, not big on Bernie. And then Clara Jeffrey, again, she's the editor of Mother Jones, which Mother Jones apparently got bought by Dr. Evil, and then they hired Mistress Evil, Clara Jeffrey, because she's the opposite of a progressive. She's the opposite of Mother Jones. You might as well have Ann Coulter as the editor of Mother Jones right now. Because here's what she says. She says, survey asked black women to say who's among their top 3 candidates. No, it didn't. That's not the survey. And then she ends it with, Bernie's never going to be the nominee unless he turns these numbers. So there, Kamala Harris, 71%, Beto, 38%, Biden, Booker, Warren, Abrams, and Bernie at the bottom. So the three real progressives end up at the bottom. But what Clara Jeffrey's doing there is called gaslighting. She's not telling you the total story. She's only giving you part of the information, so you're misled. Another name for that is lying. So now the editor of Mother Jones lies on the regular publicly. So Shiroshi B corrected her. She said those surveyed include campaign donors. 48% of the people surveyed were campaign donors. Current and former elected officials, 10%. Campaign managers, 5% were campaign managers. Electoral campaign strategists, 8%. And women who run, 23%, or work at politically minded organizations, 23 and 20. You missed that part, Clara. So that's who these people were. They're insiders. They're either donors or campaign managers or people who have worked on campaigns. They're party insiders.
Right, because I couldn't understand why anybody of color would be interested in Beto O'Rourke. Like that he's second? Like that clarifies a lot of why they came to these results.
Bernie's super popular with people of color.
Why would you even conduct a poll like that unless you're trying to kind of use it to falsify public opinion?
Right?
Like, why would you even make a poll like that? Like, we're going to make a poll of, like, political insiders and nobody else, and then try to sell it as something else.
It's like, why don't we just take a poll in this room right now?
Yeah, right?
Turns out, I think Bernie would get 100% support.
And she was corrected also. Cher Liz Bruning, she says Bernie routinely scores higher favorables from non-whites than whites, even in this recent Gallup poll, and it's not a fluke. Here's another one she links to. Clara Jeffrey says that's because whites as a group are more conservative. And then there's the new Cos poll, which has him behind Beto and Biden. But the real issue is among people of color in the party organizers, whom he has not won over at all. So what she's saying out loud is that, yeah, people of color like Bernie, but people of color inside the party don't. The party bosses don't. Yeah, you're not supposed to say that out loud. Kamala Harris, as a cop, said, it's unsurprising that Clara partakes in a bit of journalistic malpractice by failing to mention that the black women polled for this survey are campaign managers, politicians, former elected officials, campaign strategists, and women who work at political organizations.
And under the retweet, it says this tweet is unavailable, which means she was probably blocked shortly after.
Yes,
that.
It means I'm blocked.
Oh, you're blocked. Oh,
I'm
okay.
blocked. I'm blocked by her.
I thought it was okay.
Clara Jeffrey blocked me a long time ago for telling her the
gotcha.
truth about Bernie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So Joyanne Reed tweets it out, At least Joyanne Reed was more honest. She says the She the People leaderboard of 2020 picks by politically active women of color. That's more accurate. But this guy, who seems to be African American, he's a Black Lives Matter activist. Underneath it, he says those two. By the way, they only polled 222 people, so that's accurate. Those 222 polled operatives and politicians tend to support the establishment, so they best support the most progressive members of. So they least support the most progressive members of the group. Senator Sanders and Stacey Abrams. The most progressive people got the least support because they're establishment people. They're insiders. And then this Black Lives Matter activist goes on to say, however, they are my top two picks. Vote progressive 2020. Also, in that BuzzFeed article, it did state this, but they don't talk about it. She says, weird, the latest DFA straw poll has Sanders leading by a wide margin. And there were 94,000 votes cast by progressives in that one. The poll you're citing is a poll of 222 political operatives and politicians. Bernie tops progressive straw poll. So isn't it funny how they'll just blatantly lie about it. People are putting, that's called lying, because that's a sin by omission. She's not a regular person who just happened to tweet. She's the editor of Mother Joe. She knows exactly what she's doing. There you go. Some more BS surveys. We're going to survey some. Hey, we're going to take a survey of CEOs, see who they like. Oh, it turns out Mitt Romney. Turns out they like Mitt Romney.
I wonder who the bank CEOs like.
Yeah, we should do the people, bank CEOs of color. It's unbelievable. Okay, there you go. Get ready for more of this stuff. It's not going to stop. It's just starting, because now the campaign for 2020 is going to start, and this is going to keep going. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Watch them try to jam Beto O'Rourke and Kamala Harris down your throat. It's coming. I don't think they're going to try Cory Booker, because he screwed it up too much with that vote on the pharmaceutical bills. Remember that?
Yeah, he's kind of. I think it's going to be Harris.
I think it'll be
I think it's
Kamala
gonna be
Harris. I think it'll be Kamala Harris. I think it's going to be Kamala Harris. So we'll see. It'll be fun, because Kamala Harris is a cop. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a list of all our live shows, and please become a premium member if you can. Become a patron. It's the way we support this show, because they're coming at us, and we give you bonus. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Check it out. Become a patron. And if you can, make sure you're still subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I know it sounds crazy. It only takes a second. Please make sure and click that bell when you subscribe, so they'll send you a notice when we drop a video. Thanks for your support.